Listen here, you bloody drongo. I've told you all 100 times, stop putting the dingo pups next to the childcare centre. Bloody hell, you want to get a job done, you might as well do it yourself. Well, that's enough of that. My name is Andrew. Welcome back to another episode of Prestige Liquids. This is another uncut review, and it's the start of something a little bit different. Today, this will be the first review of my 6-part mini-series of the Starward range of whiskey. Obviously, they do have more than 6 expressions in their range. At the moment, I only have 6 to review, so that's what I'm going to go for. And the first one that I'm actually going to start with is actually the same whiskey that I did my very first YouTube review on, and that is the Starward Twofold. Now, the main reason why I've decided to go for this one is due to the fact that, one, as I mentioned, it is the first whiskey that I've reviewed on this channel. Also, since it's coming up towards the bottle kill portion of the bottle, I thought, let's see if I get any different tasting notes in it. And yeah, so I just thought, let's start off with this one. Now, as some of you may be aware, obviously Starward, it is an Australian whiskey. It is made or distilled in Melbourne, Victoria. That is one of our southern states of Australia. It's bottled at 40%. This particular whiskey has been made using both malted barley and wheat. So for now, let's pour myself a little dram and let's see how we go. All right. Now, on the nose, it's quite fruity. I'm getting quite a bit of apples and pears coming through. Now, from memory, that's not something that I had come in on my very first tasting, so the flavor has obviously changed quite a bit. It does still have that sweet but dusty note to it. But I'm also not getting any of those typical like banana characteristics that I normally get from a Starward whiskey. It still smells absolutely beautiful though. I think now that I've been dabbling a little bit into bourbon, I'm starting to pick up more of that wheat note, so that's, I think, more prominent now. Honey, a slight saltiness, touch of caramel. Yeah, for a 40%, it's got quite an interesting nose. So let's see how we go for the palate. Get this. Wow. I still always get surprised at how much I enjoy this. Which shouldn't be too much of a surprise, I guess. I have always enjoyed Starward. But this has been a very consistent flavor from beginning to end so far. Again, sweet, dry. It has a nice mouthfeel to it. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, it just lingers nicely. Again, quite fruity. As I mentioned on the nose, apple, but I'm also getting slight hints of like mixed nuts, that honey, caramel. Dry, dusty, quite a bit of an earthy note. Again, uncut review stuff up right there. Who needs bloopers at the end when you can have them in the middle of a review? Yeah, so as I was saying, a bit of an earthy note going on there. I would suggest that that is probably coming from the wheat. But yeah, I'll say very enjoyable whiskey. It actually has quite a bit of a heat to it as well. As most of you would be aware, most 40% whiskeys, they're going to be very mellow, very watered down. That is not the case with this. You've got a nice, well-balanced flavor. You've got that touch of alcohol burn to it, but not too much that it's going to assault your senses. It's not going to punch you in the face. In fact, it's quite friendly. This is a whiskey that wants to be your friend, and it is definitely one that if you are able to get yourself a bottle that you would happily share with your friends to introduce them to something that they may not have had. As most of my subscribers are based in the UK and in the US, a few of them have been suggesting for me to start doing, say, Australian whiskies. Again, one of the main reasons why I've started off with Starward is because, one, it is at the moment the only Australian whiskey that I currently have on my shelf. I will be working on growing that that selection, but for now, it's going to be 6 reviews of Starward whiskey. I'll say for now, that's my revisit of the Starward Twofold. That's it there. So you've got a nice image of it. You can look for that on your shelves. I'm fairly certain if you live in Australia, Dan Murphy's does stock this, or you can buy it from the Starward online site. Alright, that's it. That's another uncut review by me, Andrew of Prestige Liquids. If you found this video at all informative, please let me know in the comments. If you've tried this whiskey before, again, drop a comment below. I would love to know what you think. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and to hit that bell notification so that you can stay up to date with all upcoming content, and also so you can stay tuned for the next 5 videos that will be coming up in this series. So I hope to see you all again, guys. Get this. Where the bloody hell are you?